The literary legacy that invites you to step into a beloved narrative is not merely a fan service homage for nostalgic comfort, but a profound negotiation, demanding you confront the parts of yourself that have been conditioned to equate devotion with imitation and originality with betrayal. And true reclamation requires not replicating the past through dutiful recreation alone, but integrating the weight of your own voice until love becomes an act of radical authorship rather than performative reverence. In Most Ardently Yours, Freya Sampson transforms the Austen-inspired romance trope into precise exploration of creative sovereignty and embodied accountability, proving liberation isn't found in perfecting the adaptation. It's forged in honoring the woman beneath the reference, when every literary expectation demands she remain either faithful echo or irreverent revisionist. From Regency silk and modern coffee narration, listeners enter worlds where illusion is syntax and presence is the only unbreakable vow. Perfect for fans of emotionally intelligent literary fiction where female complexity defies pastiche or parody binaries. When Alara Vance inherits a manuscript expecting to fulfill a scholarly duty, she discovers Julian Thorne's unexpected collaboration mirrors the exact suppression he's endured beneath years of academic gatekeeping, and his quiet refusal to enforce canonical boundaries creates space for connection defying critical hierarchy. Navigating intertextual echoes and varied attractions, Alara realizes this project isn't about preservation but recalibration, with Sampson avoiding reducing Alara to derivative scholar or Julian to pedantic purist, instead crafting radical reciprocity within constraint, where trust is earned through honoring limits even as inspiration blurs them. An audiobook narration amplifies this alchemy by capturing Alara's disciplined composure softening into clarity, and Julian's guarded intensity revealing warmth beneath vigilance, making listeners feel seismic shifts of souls learning some stories can only be told when you stop letting canon define their validity. What elevates this beyond typical Austen-inspired fare is portraying literary intimacy as somatic practice rather than romanticized nostalgia, with Alara confronting how academic culture equated worth with fidelity, while Julian creates sanctuary where her contradictions exist without diminishment, their relationship evolving through shared silences during archival research bypassing performance, rhythms protecting both creative integrity and psychological safety, and mutual defense against critics mistaking tenderness for delusion, supported by fellow writers encoding suppressed longing, elders carrying intergenerational weight, and the text itself absorbing centuries of unspoken bargains, reinforcing that in extraction-based systems, tenderness toward process is technique, and presence is sustainable resource, with marginalia mirroring emotional attunement and revised drafts becoming metaphors for earned trust. For audiobook listeners, this production is immersive descent into sacred reauthoring, with narrators embodying Alara and Julian with remarkable distinction, sound design anchoring existential stakes through distant quill scratches, Rain Ant's library eaves, and hushed breath syncing with moments of clarity, pacing mirroring revelatory cadence from deliberate reflection to surging awakenings, ultimately redefining literary romance by centering female epistemology within adaptive frameworks, and affirming that sometimes the most powerful act is choosing to write on your own terms, honoring whole self, even in landscapes shaped by inheritance.